The sexiest podcast on the network. Hi, Brian.
Hello,
How
Tony.
the hell are you, mate?
I'm pretty good actually.
Ah.
Not too bad. Yep. Just crammed some uh food in my face before we started here, and 'cause my nephew came through in the clutch yesterday. My mom and I were trying to figure out what to have for dinner, and he just shows up at the door with a thing with a rack of ribs and a few pieces of barbecue chicken in it.
Apparently,
So
that motherfucker needs my address.
so we reheated the ribs with some mac and cheese and some veggies, and threw down on that last night, and then tonight we ate the chicken and had some tortellinis and whatnot. So
See, I
did that.
I was all wanted to throw something on my smoker this weekend. I just never had a chance. And like, you had an amazing dinner tonight. We had a very sad dinner in my house. Just like throwing together whatever we could because we didn't go to the grocery store. Like, I'm using hamburger buns to make little pizza sandwiches and shit.
Yeah, well, you for sure didn't want. Well, later on, maybe I was gonna say you for sure don't want to go to the store today
No,
because
yeah,
Labor Day.
hard pass. We definitely need to go though. It's
Yeah,
said it was a little rough.
yeah. Well, it was funny one night. I got up and my mom was making like basically little pizzas, and she had just taken some biscuits in the can or whatever, and just spread them out a little bit and made pizzas with them. And and she's like, well, I hope these work for you, okay? And I was like, listen, if it's a bread product, I've probably made a pizza out of
Yeah,
it.
100%, right?
Tortillas, pitas, sandwich rolls, hamburger buns, bread. It's like
I mean,
yeah. If it's something we have and I have all the fixins, I'm like, whatever.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh well, because we had these like Michelle loves chicken sausages, and
Yeah.
so she bought up some chicken ones, and they're buffalo, but they ended up being way too spicy for her. But
Oh,
I'm
okay.
like, well, I'll just we got all this leftover pizza stuff. I've got a loaf of bread. I'll go with the classic
Yeah.
elementary school pizza bob.
Right.
And then I saw the hamburger buns, and I'm like, I should just get rid of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Understandable.
I ended up
Yeah.
making these little hamburger bun pizza grilled cheese things. You know,
Yeah. I've done that
I wish I
plenty
had
of
to. I
times.
cut them
Yep.
up, like cut them into halvesies, half moons, and I wish I would have
Yeah.
had like a dunking sauce. It would have been actually delish. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like I was looking in my
That's
fridge, going like, what can I like? I didn't have anything. You know, I mean, I guess I could use like ranch or blue cheese, like a breadstick or something, but it just seemed weird.
mustard.
Mustard, honey mustard.
Sure,
Yeah,
whatever.
it was like I said, it was a
Yeah.
sad dinner on Labor Day here today. It's all right. I got beer
Man,
next to me.
that's crazy, man. It a beautiful day and a day off of work, and you didn't end up throwing something on the
Nope.
grill. I'm
We
shocked.
uh we ended up going to Catawba again today.
Mm.
Yeah,
Ah,
we
okay.
were gonna try to go. God damn, my earphones are just like this whole situation, Brian. I need to. I'm about ready to throw everything in the garbage and just do everything USB. Fuck you, soundboard.
Yeah.
um. Now we're supposed to go earlier in the week when it was hot as balls, but we went today when it was like crisp. We still got in the water though. It was like
Yeah.
raging surf. It was so windy. We were the only people. Well, there was one other dude, but we're basically the only people on the beach. So that was cool. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, it was fun. Got some ice cream. That
Yeah, I
was
guess
cool.
everybody else.
Went to the
Nice.
lighthouse. That was
Nice.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't go to any breweries. Wish I woulda. Because
Yeah.
beer is king.
Right.
Speaking of that, I got there it is. Got a little mug right here for me.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. No, I was like, that's what I kept saying on Friday at work. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get something, put it on my smoker this weekend. Never happened.
The
Oh yeah,
corn and some other stuff on
it's
there.
cow.
So
It's a big knob of lumps.
Yeah.
No, it was. I mean, but I mean, it was a good weekend. It was a good weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
faux show.
That's
I,
good.
I ended up buying
Yep.
stupid growler
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
not as much money as people would assume. So that's cool. It's probably no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I didn't buy my founder's one. Jeannie bought that, so haha. But
Right.
it's
Yep.
definitely the most I've ever spent on a growler. But it was equivalent to that growler, price wise.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Right. Yeah, but like you were saying though, it's like because of the fact that it's also like a tap
Yeah.
and it keeps things longer. I'm with you on that. That's one of those where it's not going to just be like a lot of like you. It's like I've bought growlers too, and they're just
Yeah.
sitting. Like I never or rarely ever use them. So it's like that one will at least get
Yeah, like
used.
I think the move is I'm gonna keep the both of them in my car when they're empty. Cause you never
Yeah,
know when you need a gallon of beer,
that's
two
right.
different varieties. Because
That's
when
true.
I
That's
got
true.
that growler, I cleaned it up and I just took my growler I normally use and I just dumped it into the other one. You know.
Right. Yeah.
But dude,
That's what I was thinking too. Is if you had both of them, you could just do the exactly
well
what you
here's
did.
the other problem though, my friend, is I got it going, let it get cold. Went out to the fridge and got a little draft beer out of my fridge, which was really cool.
Right. Yeah.
And as I'm watching it pour, I go, I might need two of these. Like this is incredible, actually.
Well, that's what you need the keg for in the beer
Yeah,
fridge.
that I mean, you're right, you're right.
You know,
But I mean, I'm not.
But maybe not. Maybe you just go this way instead. You just get like 4 or 5 of
I mean,
these.
right. But also, not gonna lie, it is officially been emptied today. So, but instead
Yeah.
of doing it
Well,
in one day, I did it over a course of a weekend. So
right.
that's
Which, like you were saying before, depending on the beer, but that third day, it's not going
yeah,
to be very
and the
good.
first
It's gonna be flat.
glass was just as tasty as the last one. So
Awesome.
it's worth the money in my opinion. As
Right.
a beer drinker, you know.
Right. And
Hell,
Hellraiser.
I mean, where is it? Is it on
Yeah.
here somewhere? There it is.
Used to be. Man,
Can you hear that? Because I think
there-
I just went deaf.
I can hear it, but there's something is not coming through, man. It was all broken up
Really?
and
You know
yeah,
what?
so I don't know if it's on your end or my
It's
end, but
probably
something
on
ain't
my
right.
end. I'm using this technology from 1998 or whatever the Nook was built. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's run on
It's
Windows
it's a hunk of
95.
shit. Let's be real. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is because yeah, everything's turned up and turned down over here. I turned down
Yeah.
because I mean seriously, it's
It's
so
weird.
loud in my headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's brutal.
That's what yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Quite
Yeah,
sad.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if I need to figure something out here. Whatever. It's not
Mm-hmm,
now's
mm-hmm.
not the time to be like, let's break it down, Brian.
Or is it? Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
No, but yeah, the beach is cool today. Really cool. But whatever.
Gee. Yeah,
Yeah. Mesh.
man. I've been yeah, really not much. Just I finished getting everything switched over from the laptop to this computer and stuff that I wanted to and so that was nice. Got all that done.
Right.
Um it's amazing how much faster that computer's running without all that shit on it.
I bet. I mean, why I
you know,
can't get it because my old laptop, when I finally got it to work and factory set, it was like, oh, it actually functions now. Kinda.
yeah. Right.
I mean, it functions like this Nook,
So,
but whatever.
nah,
Yeah.
fair enough. But yeah, it was that it took a while because I was really combing through everything looking for um like fragments of folders and stuff just in case something didn't delete everything it was supposed to and just little files and stuff like that. But yeah, got that finished. So like I said, that was good. Got the finally hooked up my Fire Stick in the living room.
Nice.
Because it's funny, I tried hooking it up to my TV in my room through my HDMI hub, and I could not get it to work. And I looked online, and they were like, "Yeah, you can plug it into a hub, no problem." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Well, it's sure not working in mine for whatever reason." So the only thing I can think of is maybe one of the other devices I have in there maybe blocked it or something.
Maybe, yeah.
There's some conflict that you can't have them. I don't know, but anyway, so I was like, screw it. So I just went out and hooked it up to the back of the TV in our living room, and downloaded a bunch of apps, updated it, and logged in on a couple so that I can start watching some stuff out there. Because like in Peacock, they just put in the new Jurassic Park movie. And my mom's a big fan of the Jurassic Park movies, so that way she can watch that, and we can catch up on a few shows that like we've missed some of the episodes of What We Do in the Shadows.
How dare you?
Now I can just pull it up on Hulu and binge the season basically. The only thing that sucks is the way that the TV is. It's like you gotta use the what do you call it? The actual TV remote, to change the input over to the Fire Stick. And like if you have the cable on, or like the cable remote works best to turn the TV on. So it's like literally we got to have 3 remotes sitting around. It's just annoying.
That's why, Brian,
but
you need a Fire TV.
Yeah, right.
At least eliminate one remote.
Right, but that's fine. It's not that big a deal. But the only reason it is the more steps involved, the less likely my mom is to use it, basically.
I mean, I get that.
So, but that's all right. If she wants to watch stuff, I can always set it up. And, I use the Hey Alexa button on it. And, man, that's quite nice.
It's convenient, isn't it? We just hold it
really
down.
Is. There was something I forgot what it was.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yep. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I figure that once, like, there's a better chance of her using that than there is a lot of stuff, because that'll be easier than navigating menus and all that stuff. If she just wants to watch whatever, Bewitched, she can just say Bewitched and boom, there it is.
Exactly.
And as long as we had
why when we did the Fire Stick for Michelle's parents, that's why I opted for Fire Stick, is because you could talk to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
100%, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it is quite convenient, especially when you're looking for like that one thing.
That one gimmick.
So, and I also like the fact that right on the remote, it's got buttons for, was it like Disney Plus and Hulu and Amazon and Netflix, I think.
You have an updated remote.
That's convenient as well. Cause one thing I don't care for is I don't like that when you boot it up, it doesn't like there's not like you kind of have to move around to get to your app library.
Right.
I kind of don't like that, but other than that, because that front page is all like suggested stuff.
Check this shit out, bitch. Yeah.
And it's like I really wish I could make that my app library.
Because like on mine, because we got a Fire TV, so on ours it's like the very top one is like stuff we just recently watched or apps we just used. And then you go down and it's like the library, and then it starts getting into like suggested shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now, maybe it doesn't show, like, I don't know. It didn't seem to show the library. It's all suggested stuff. But the very top line, you're right, is like recently used apps. So, the more you use the apps, the ones you use the most will be there anyway. It's just a matter of,
for sure.
using it more.
It's awesome technology for what, like $30?
I think mine. I caught it on sale. It was like $22.50 or something like Yeah.
You know, like I mean,
Yeah.
that's like I bought my TV when I got it, which has been like probably 4 years now, on sale.
Yeah.
It's the first like real
Right.
smart TV I've ever owned, and it's great. I love it. I wish it was a little bigger.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, TV? You're not big enough. But it's okay. That's what new
Oh,
TVs are for, right?
poor TV. It's right.
Yeah, maybe
I like it.
eventually. I don't know. I have priorities. New mattress is actually top priority right now.
No, TV
You know
first,
what?
man.
You
You'll use
right.
it more.
You're right. I don't sleep for shit anyway. It's probably it
Right.
couldn't be the
Yeah.
mattress's
You got a
fault.
couch?
Definitely because the TV's too small.
Right. Just think about think about how many times you wake up in the middle of the night and you end up going out and playing some game or something. You need the TV more
You
than the
know what,
bed.
Brian? You make a good point because I do. If I wake up middle of the night and can't
Yeah.
fall asleep, I get up because I'm like I got to distract my brain with
Right.
something.
Yep. That's why I said you don't need that bed. It's fine. It doesn't.
So you're saying bigger TV, comfier couch. I'm good. Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. I see where this is going. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Yep.
cool.
Way smart. Yep.
Oh, I didn't
For
I
sure
didn't
the
turn my
move.
fucking lights on behind me. Jesus Christ.
Oh no, you didn't. I know. It's
No
pretty
wonder
awesome.
it's so bland. So
Ugh.
speaking of TV shit,
Ugh.
my lady, the lovely Michelle, was on TV over the weekend. On the
Yeah.
morning news.
I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. Yeah.
It is pretty
It's
awesome.
pretty
I was so
awesome.
proud of her. And then it was weird because I was having this moment where I'm like, I knew eventually they're gonna put it online. They put it on YouTube immediately. But my mom wanted to
Right.
watch it, and I'm like, yeah, I can. They're in South Carolina, so I mean, if they, we already discussed how my mom's not super tech savvy, writing down links. So if she
Yeah.
would have had the app, she could have watched it live on her phone, right?
Right. Or if she had a Fire TV, they have
Yeah,
an
because
app
I
on Fire
downloaded it to
TV.
see if they had an app, honestly. But so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, how am I gonna get this to my mom? And I'm like, I don't have a VCR
Dude,
anymore. I don't have a
you should've-
DVR anymore.
You should have
Yeah.
written it down, everything that was said, and
Draw,
then
like,
mailed
stick
it to
figures.
her.
Like the thumbnails of how
Right.
it went.
Right.
Yeah,
Looks like a
for sure.
storyboard, but way
Yeah,
more
super rudimentary.
Yeah. Like a
'Cause
3-year-old drew it. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm sitting there thinking like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? Because I guess I could have probably screen recorded on my phone and stuff, but I'm like, oh, I know what I'll do. And I set up my cell phone tripod and I put my phone right in front of the TV. And I just recorded it like a goddamn 80-year-old man.
Love
And
it.
then like
I love it.
right when it was over, maybe 5 minutes, like Michelle texted me like, "Oh, it's on YouTube." I'm like, "God, I did all this for nothing." Like I was trying to stay
Of
quiet,
course.
so the audio didn't interrupt. But yeah, it's weird
Right.
how, like, once upon a time you lived and died by your VCR and your DVR, and now it's just like whatever. No one gives a shit about it.
Who cares? Yeah, exactly.
It's so weird.
No.
Like I remember having to
Even a
delete shit
DVD
off my
player.
DVR because it just got too
Oh
full.
yeah, me too. Yeah.
Like, but I want to keep this
Yeah.
entire season of Metalocalypse. God damn it!
Well, but part of the reason, like, like when we had it, Jen had like all the Harry Potter movies on there, even though she owned them all because I bought them all for her
But
for Christmas
why
one year.
take the disc out when you can just hit a button? Jen was seeing into the future.
What was that? She was.
One
Yeah.
hundo seeing
She
into
totally
the future.
was. Yeah. Well, and like even now, like you can go. I forgot which of the streaming services has all of them. Is it Peacock or HBO Max? I can't remember. One of them has like all the Harry
yeah, for
Potter
sure.
movies. So it's like, what do I need to buy these for?
Yeah,
you
I
know?
was kind of like, I was racking with live TV on my Fire TV. I can pause it for maybe a few minutes, and it gives you a little bit of buffer room. But there's no way it doesn't have like built-in DVR though. I wish it did. It'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I miss DVRs. For the main reason I miss them is because you could fast forward through
Yes.
commercials. Like whatever you're watching, if you just record it and wait about 10 minutes and then
Bro, you know how
start
many
watching,
times I would be
you
like,
could usually
oh, football's starting. I'll start watching at like 1:30. I'll
yeah.
just have to pause the game, and then go make some food or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, when I first heard Bill Burr talk about doing that, I was
Oh,
like,
it's the
"Oh, that's
best.
so smart. That's
Yeah.
so smart." Yeah. I used to do it with
Right.
wrestling because I'd watch Monday Night Football and record wrestling, and then it was beautiful because if there's a segment that's boring or a match I didn't want to watch or what, you just right past it. Now Hulu has it, and like Raw's an hour and a half instead of 3 hours, so I just watch
Yeah,
that
fair
most
enough.
of the time. Also, we're usually recording on
Truth.
Mondays, but this way they cut out a lot of the fat.
Yeah, no, it was weird though. It was weird, but it was cool for her. It was, and she did great. And yeah, I know she said her socials have been taken off all weekend. Plus that
Awesome.
hot hair air balloon painting she did. Apparently, one of the guys who owns one of the balloons is like reposting it, and it's her stuff's taken. It's very cool.
Oh,
She's had a good little weekend.
yeah,
She's painting right now. That
yeah,
crazy
awesome.
lady.
Well,
Like,
strike while the
it's
iron's
painting like
hot,
it's a
right?
job because it is.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense though too because you don't want to rest on
Oh,
your
for
laurels
sure.
to where you just kind of coast because next thing you know you're like me and it's been years since you've done any
Man,
real
fair
artwork.
enough.
It's
Ah,
you
man.
don't want, especially not when you're trying to make
Right,
monies
right,
off of
right.
it.
I also,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's very
speaking of you, Brian, I got some of your feels the other day. I was listening to some podcast. I was
yeah,
listening to Taste Buds, and they were just eating
yeah.
on it. Just, and I'm
Oh,
like, and they weren't even like arguing about the food. They were just, I can't remember what they're eating. And I was just like,
yeah,
man, I can't. It's like, fuck you guys. And I listened, and then like a couple days
right,
later, I'm catching up on podcasts. It's another one, and it was Joey Rose's birthday party. They threw him a McDonald's birthday party, which is hilarious. And they were just fucking
right.
eating on it again.
Ah,
And it's
damn
like,
it.
oh, okay, I'm out. I pulled the ripcord on that one
Yeah,
too, because it's like,
yep.
it doesn't it doesn't fill me with rage, but I don't like hearing people talk with
Yeah,
food in their
like,
mouth.
does me right. There's that is see that's the thing with me is it isn't just the sounds of the eating, but it's also your your acoustics change when your mouth
Right.
has food in it. And I hate when people have like half a mouthful of food and they're still talking and I'm just like, "Oh, I'm like finish chewing please, then talk." Like it drives me crazy. And I, wish it didn't, but it sure
Right.
does.
For sure.
And the thing is there's a ton of people who don't like to hear
Right.
people eat, right? Like they don't have misophonia, but just or sensory processing, disorder or something along those lines. They just don't want to hear somebody eat because it's
Yeah,
nasty.
exactly. That's my
You
fault. It's just like I don't want to listen. And then like they're like, you guys wanted to have us eat on the podcast. Well, here it is. It's like, no, whoever asked for that should be immediately
Yeah,
put to death.
yeah. I'm gonna bet they got a lot of people going. Please don't ever do that again because it's horrible. I'm with you. As soon as people start doing it on a podcast, I'll fast forward it in hopes that it's over. And if it isn't, then I'm like you just said.
Yeah,
I
I was like,
check
all
right
right,
out. That's why I remember when you guys did that hot ones or not hot ones, but you did the
yeah,
hot sauce thing, and I was like, buddy, I'd love to listen to that, but I know I
yeah.
can't because y'all are eating while you're on the mics and stuff, and I couldn't
I don't.
handle
I
it.
mean, I don't blame you.
So,
I mean, I
yeah,
guess on the reverse end, if you're doing the show, you probably like. I'm sure you know, but you notice it. But like when we're
yeah,
doing our sweet and salty languages, I'm sure I'm like,
yeah. I try really hard not to, but like the last time we were
yeah,
doing drinks, but like if we're eating and we've got those lapel mics on, there's no way
right.
to avoid it. You know, like with this mic, like right here, if I was
Yeah.
eating, I could at least kind of
Come
step
over here,
aside from
son.
it, or I
Yeah,
yeah, I could mute it for a second while And the thing is, like those guys, when they hold their microphones, like because
right.
they're comedians, And most comedians, when they do podcasts, hold the mics. They don't have them in, like these ones like we're using. So it's like they could just move the mic a little further away from their face,
Yeah,
but
instead they're annoying the shit
you
out of
don't want
me.
that air. Well, that's the thing, right? Is you don't want
Right.
dead air. So a lot of people like that, if you're eating, they'll keep talking, and it was like, but you almost need like another person to come in that's not eating to just fill the
For
void
sure.
while
For
you're
sure.
eating, and then that would kind of help. But again, I understand, like, I'm in the minority as far as, a person with misophonia, but almost everybody is like, oh, when they hear people eat, when they're obnoxious
Right.
about it. With me, it can be any little thing. Like if your tongue clicks a little bit or something while you're eating, that's all I will hear, and it'll drive me crazy. Like that's where there's that difference. But if someone's sitting there, and,
Yeah, I was just like,
like
I
I think most of us like, listen, you
like I
savage,
think
close your
after the
mouth.
second one, I was like, God, I totally get it, Brian.
Well, that's good to know because I haven't listened to the birthday party one yet.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
maybe
make it
I'll.
very far. And it might have been because I was pretty fresh off the other one where I was just fucking annoyed.
Understandable. That's why I'm always afraid of, like, there's been other food podcasts and stuff where people be, oh, this is really funny, and I'm like, yeah, do they eat on the mic though? And when I'm looking through stuff and people will mention that they eat on the show, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, I
hard
don't think
pass there.
so. There was a podcast, I can't remember what it was. There was a podcast I listened to a long time ago, and the one guy was chewing ice
Oh my
during the
God.
show.
So it's just like,
And I was like, yeah. And he was
of course
right
he
on
was.
his mic. And I'm like, dude, like, get the shit out of
Yeah,
your
what
mouth.
are you, bro? What
Like,
are you doing?
yeah. I can't remember. There's one of the shows where they used to bring, like, somebody would lay out like a bag of pretzels or something in between, right there during the show, and people would just be eating them. And I'm like, mute your mic
I
while
was
you're
like,
eating those, or
that
push
doesn't
it
even
away
make
from
any
you or
sense why
something.
he would do that.
I know, it's like eat before
Right.
the podcast, or after, like I do.
Shit heels, man.
I could be sitting here eating my chicken dinner, and I had enough courtesy to eat before we recorded.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Now picture if it just sent you into a blind rage.
Yeah, I just got annoyed.
Then you're right.
Heavily annoyed.
But that should be the natural reaction. Is because shit like that has no place, like, during the, like, I understand, it's a food podcast, but they know what the food they're comparing tastes like generally, because I know once in a while, like when Sal will be like, I would, eat blah 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 right now, and he's like, in fact, I've got some downstairs, and Joey's like, go get it, and it's like,
just
no,
talk about
like,
it, you turds.
I don't want to hear you guys eat.
Yeah, for sure. That is right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else I got into this weekend?
What's that?
I guess I got in some beers, which that's nothing shocking, but
normal.
My buddy Mike closed on his house. Dude's like minutes from where I live now. So we went and saw his house yesterday, and he's super excited, which is cool. And we had a few beers on his brand new couch and watched a little bit of football and just bullshitted. It was cool, and it was nice too because I mean I knew he took the week off to like work on his house because he said it was filthy. And Friday, my dude at work was like, "Hey man, you want to get a beer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "Where?" I'm like, "Where do you want to go?" He's like, "How about Casual Pint?" I'm like, "That's cool because it's minutes from my house, So I'm sitting at the Casual Pint with my buddy from work, and I'm like, you know what? And I just texted Mike. I'm like, hey man, I'm at the Casual Pint. You want to get a beer? And he's like, dude, I'm at Big Lots. I'll be there in like 10 minutes. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I like that. That's a fun feeling.
Yeah, that is pretty cool that, there's a chance he could actually, join up now versus before when he was what
For
half an
sure.
hour away or whatever it
That's
was.
what I told him. I'm like, and if you're at my place or if I'm over here and things are getting a little nutty, I legit could walk home.
Right.
Legitimately could walk because it's that. I mean, it'll be a pretty
Right.
good walk, but I could still do it.
Right.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
No. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, Brian, is you need to get a house in this neighborhood. Crack a
All right.
lacka, get
Fine.
on it. I don't know what to tell you.
Speaking of noises that probably shouldn't be on the
opening
podcast.
up cans is okay in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm having a watermelon lemonade.
You're still crushing those things?
Yeah, I've been kind of, spacing them out a little bit so that they last for a little while. So, yeah. Oh man, speaking of, I was getting rid of some stuff in the refrigerator, and all the way at the back, I had forgotten that I had some cans of beer in there that are forever old, and I kept forgetting to throw them out. And I had a couple High Lifes in there, and there was something else. Dude, they're probably 2 years old or so. They're probably pre-Corona beers.
I gave, because I've been cellaring a lot of beer for a while now. And for Mike's housewarming, I had a 2017 CBS bomber. I had a couple of them.
Nice.
I'm like, I'll give one of these. So, I mean, I had old beer too, but that stuff's okay. High Life, hard pass.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's for sure the low life. There's no high life in that can.
You don't have anything to do with that, man.
No, sure didn't. That's why it was funny because like cans of beer, you got everything else like milk and everything else in the way, so you don't see the complete back of the fridge.
Also, why you just need a legitimate beer fridge.
True.
Or beverage fridge.
So as I'm moving stuff around,
it's really a beverage fridge.
Right. I was moving stuff around, and then I was like, oh man, I was like, dude, this beer's got to be sold. I didn't even think to look for the date on it. I was just like right in the trash.
I mean,
there's no way.
That's probably your best bet to put it right in the trash.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm for sure not going to crack it and try it.
Why not, Brian?
I learned that lesson a long time ago at one of the parties we were at because somebody cleaned out their fridge and brought beers in, and I drank a Miller Lite that was old. It was at the time like 3 years old or something. I didn't drink the whole thing. I cracked it and took one sip, and I was like, this is disgusting. And I looked at the can, and I was like, like, holy shit, this is forever old. Like, why would you bring
the stories I've told about my mom's little beer fridge, because she buys beer just for me, and I'm the only one that drinks it. Right. And you like crack into it all day, and you take a big swig. It's like, you look at it, it's like, oh god, this is from like a year and a half ago. This is supposed to be drank fresh.
Yeah. Like, this beer is older than me. Yeah.
Yeah, horrifying. That's why I started having her buy beers that other people will drink. Like, yeah, just pick up some Banquets or something. It's cool.
Yeah, whatever you buy for somebody else, just
don't
buy
don't buy special stuff for me, Mom.
That.
Unless you're actually gonna do all these cookouts you keep telling me you guys are gonna do, which they haven't done.
Right, because then right.
I'm gonna be hanging out with them in like a week.
Or you just
few short days away from going to South Kakalaki, man. I can't wait. Dude,
that should be a time
to not be at work for a week again. I was just walking up the stairs going, fuck, I got to work tomorrow morning. This sucks. It's bullshit.
But it's only 4 days this
it's
week.
probably going to be 5 for me, honestly.
5 you do Saturday. Yeah.
I'll probably go in Saturday and make sure everything's squared away for my backup so things are a little bit easier on them.
They'll be fine.
Maybe.
What's the worst that can happen?
Whatever. Not my problem. not till next or the Monday after. That's immediately my problem.
It'll all be a problem. Yeah. You just walk in and they'll be like, yeah, we didn't do anything while you were gone. Like,
I expected as much. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks.
Appreciate the loves.
Jerks.
I have a proposition for you too. It's more like it's a great time for. I'm just gonna come and kidnap you one weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, just let you know, because I was thinking, I was Cheeto and I were texting a little bit over the weekend. He was showing me his outdoor cooking pictures, which I'm always jealous of. And he's like, dude, you gotta come down here. I'll throw down on some food. And I'm like, I know we could. And I was mentioning it to
Yeah.
Michelle when we were driving back today from Catawba. And she's like, "Why don't you just
Yeah.
like pick a weekend and go down there for just a couple days?" And I'm like, that wouldn't be a
Yeah.
bad move when it, before it gets super cold. So, I
Right.
know Cheeto will listen to this too. So, I'm just saying, things might be
Or will
afoot,
he?
Mister
Oh
Bandito.
boy. We just
Yeah,
show up at his house.
I know where he lives.
Surprise!
We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure it out.
But yeah, I'm.
We know his we know his real name. We have the internet. We'll figure it out.
That's fair. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, that would be maybe one of those things where, like, right after work on a Friday, since I get off, I have half days on Fridays. I'll just
Oh yeah, right.
screech on over and throw you in the car, and you can sleep or whatever the hell you want to do, and
Right.
we'll fucking
Dance.
get some Slim Jims and some energy drinks and that like
Nice.
Twizzler dispenser
That's
that Garth had in Wayne's World 2.
Yes. Oh man, that's for sure the move.
Have ourselves a time for a weekend.
Yeah.
Oh God, I almost just
That's
died.
a good call. I like that idea.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll be all right.
Bring
Don't you
my
die
fancy
on
growler
me.
full of beer. And my other fancy growler, not quite as fancy, but full of beer. Yeah.
Right.
I'm just putting it
You should
out
get
there.
another one. No, it's a
Yeah,
good
right.
plan. I like that idea. Because we for
should.
sure should do that. Make Cheeto cook for us all weekend.
I mean, I guess.
I'm just kidding around.
Hopefully it's not alien.
Just
Yeah,
for like 2
exactly.
days. Yeah.
1 day
Give
off.
him 1 day off.
Get to work, you son of a.
Do it now.
Get to the fire pit. Seriously, his outdoor cooking stuff. Every time he sends me pictures of that shit, I'm like, God, I'm just so jealous of like cooking over an open fire with fucking pioneer shit.
You could do that at your place. You could do that at your place.
I mean, I
It'd be
could.
fine.
Legitimately, I could, but...
And you set the whole place on fire. It wouldn't be the weirdest thing in your neighborhood.
Dude, you're not wrong about that. I mean, I took the dog for a walk this morning, right?
Yeah.
Went back through his neighborhood, and there's for sure a crazy cat lady that lives in his house. Because I'm coming up, and I see this big, like, fenced-in enclosure in the backyard. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But there's always bushes and shit, But I'm, of course, because I'm that guy, I'm just walking and looking in their yard. And there's 4 different tubes that connect to this fenced-in thing that run into the windows of the house. And there was like 3 cats just chilling in the yard. And then I go around the front of the house and around the corner, and there's more cats in the windows. I was like, oh my God. I mean, I'm sure the cats got to love that outdoor experience.
What if there's no person
cats
that lives there? It's just all cats.
They're just like ordering DoorDash cat food and shit. Getting it from the Dash Mart.
Yeah, that's the right move. Right. We're going to need a signature for this. Just paw print.
Paw print. Whatever.
Good enough.
Pay enough to care.
Yeah, as long as the credit card clears.
But it still gets weird because I turned corner there, and I'm walking up the road, and I just see, Bomber didn't see it, and this dog didn't see us. But I just see this giant Doberman just running free. And I'm like, all right, well, we're turning around because I don't want to even deal with this situation. It could be a friendly dog. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah. And also, if you look further up the road, there was just cop cars blocking the road for some reason. Found out later, thanks to my Ring neighborhood, that there's some real sketchy apartments right on Sylvania Avenue. And there's a shooting there this morning. Lovely.
Oh, fun.
But so we're
bet the dog, the dog did it.
Exactly. It was Snoop Dogg transformed. I saw that video.
Right. Oh, that's smart.
Right.
That's smart. He just morphed into
Hell
a dog and took off.
Murder was the case.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're going back to the house, and I got my earbuds in, and just super loud walking by this house. I just hear hello, and I'm like, it scared the shit out of me. And I look, and it's a fucking camera on their garage. It's just like, hello, you're on camera.
Wow,
Can you
that's
imagine being
unnecessary.
their neighbors? Like some goddamn possum skirts
Seriously.
by 3 a.m. and like the giant spotlights on the thing come on because I had lights on it and shit. Scared the shit. I had my
Right.
noise canceling earbuds in. Scared the shit out of me.
Right. Can you imagine at night, like somebody just having a stroll or walking home from somewhere?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So, seriously, it scared the shit out of me. Yeah, it was a
Wow.
weird walk, man.
Guess they really don't want somebody near their garage.
I mean, if my neighborhood is canvassed with Ring cameras, they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, I'm
dude.
sure.
Some people have them on trees, like overlooking their house. Some people have them on light posts. Like you see them everywhere, which
Wow.
I get.
It's a lot of paranoia or a lot of sketchy shit going on in your neighborhood.
Honestly,
I
if
don't
you
know.
go like south of us a little bit, it starts to get sketchy. You know,
Right?
But I mean, I've never had a problem here, so whatever. But I honestly wouldn't mind getting like another Ring doorbell for my back door / side door. So if some Yahoo does go into my backyard, at least I'd be aware. You know, but whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it was a weird situation in my neighborhood. The whole situation was strange. Hello.
Yeah, that is.
President like frill up like that dinosaur that killed Nedry.
Yeah.
That would been awesome. That would be a sweet camera. I'd have to have one. Just pops out of the bushes.
Yeah. Right.
Just recording the whole time.
Right. Be very distracting, you know. Be focused on, oh shit, this dinosaur's here, probably going to eat me.
It's just a security dinosaur, no big deal.
Yeah.
Be a good company to own. Yeah.
Security dinosaur. I like it. Dino Secure.
Yep. Like all the people go home and then just like big metal gates open, just raptors are just released into the facility.
I mean, that would probably keep your place secure. I don't think many people are going to really get in there if you have raptors. I don't know how you herd them back,
but
that was going to be my next question. Is how
I mean,
do you get
at this
them
point,
back?
if we're having dinosaurs, we're cloning them. So the move is at like 6 a.m. when the first shift rolls in, they just put the dinosaurs down. We got more in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Nah, they compost. Kind of wasteful, all right, but throw them on the flower bed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just feed the dead ones to the other.
It's recycling.
Yeah. It's terrible. Yeah. Right. Solve two problems that way.
Got free compost. Nothing says pretty flowers like dino shit. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I was just thinking like you bring Chris Pratt in, but you know, your solution's probably more elegant.
For sure.
So yeah. It's not at all. It's more
so violent.
But, you know. Yeah. You should bring Chris Pratt in and he's like, guys, you know I was acting in that scene, right?
Just tame it. He gets ripped to shreds.
Shut up and do your job. Yeah. Oh. Send in the next.
So you signed that waiver, right? All right, we're good.
Like, sir, this is the 49th one, and we've had the same results every time.
We're going to iron out these details.
Getting closer.
Like that one lasted a half a second longer.
The Raptors will tire themselves out.
So,
yeah, like I said, the Raptors will tire themselves out. There's only so much Chris Pratt meat
called
they can
erosion.
Eat.
You ever hear of it? It's a long, slow process.
Sir, I really don't think this is working. That's why you're not getting paid to do the thinking.
Exactly.
You just hit the button.
Shut up and hit the button, stupid. Okay, sir.
We can get someone else to do your job. Yeah. All right. Oh God! Oh God!
That's
he just banging up the doors, you know, the plexiglass, and just banging on them.
No, he's got this one. Oh, next.
Oh boy, yeah. The worst part is there's some guy that keeps trying to get people to bet on whether or not it'll last. All right, last guy lasted 42 seconds. Who's got the over? No one raises their hand.
Fine. Fine.
Except for that one guy who's, bets like Krusty the Clown, like betting on the Washington Generals against the Globetrotters.
Right.
I thought they were due.
Oh,
trust me.
you.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So you happy college football's back?
Yeah. I watched
Same.
a little bit of it. I watched.
And Leah was here over the weekend, so they were straight up dominating the TV. So I was doing yard work and had a game on my little tiny garage TV. Doesn't matter. Felt good. Sat outside, sweated my balls off, drank some beer, and watched the game. It was cool.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I caught a couple games over the weekend. So, like, watched Michigan destroy whoever Podunk State they play. I think it was like Colorado State or something.
I thought it was Podunk State. We should check that.
Yeah, Podunk State. Yeah, and then I watched the end of that Florida State LSU game last night, which what a heartbreaker for LSU there. They score a touchdown to tie or bring them within one as time expires.
Oh, is that what it's like? I didn't finish watching. That was the game we were watching at Mike's. I didn't finish watching it.
Yeah. And the kicker I think he kicked it to the right.
Oh,
just shanked it.
Laces in.
And they lost.
This is
I don't know.
That's how you make a movie villain. We've seen this before.
Seriously, like that poor kid. You know, it's like, yeah, you're gonna miss some kicks, but man, that's a chance for, you're sending it to overtime there, and nope. Instead, you're
losers. Probably destroy his like Minecraft server now. Poor kid.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I hope no dumb shit like that happens to him. Like, because God only knows what the way sports fans
are. I would like to think not, but also we live in America where the dumbest shit happens.
Right. Well, it's not just America. Think about, how many soccer players have been shot.
String the ref up.
Because it's like, so we're actually tame compared to a lot of other countries.
Really, considering our policies.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. You got like Little League, parents that are out there screaming and throwing things at referees or punching them, for people who are doing it as a volunteer work.
God. I mean, I'll be honest. Sports parents are
the worst.
90% of sports parents are the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's you keep seeing on the news where they're like some of the high school games in the area have had to move to Thursdays or other days because they don't have enough referees. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to be a referee for, any sport I'm not being paid large monies for. Because screw that noise, man. I don't want to deal with parents.
I'm actually supposed to sometime this year go out and see a Anthony Wayne game. Because it's my niece is a senior and she's in the marching band. So my sister's like, okay, yeah, we'll come out. And I'm like thinking like, I haven't been to a high school football game in a long time, and I make fun of adults that go to these. But to support my niece, I'll do it.
I get it if you have a kid involved. Yeah, I was gonna say it's different if you have a kid or a family involved, but when people just keep going.
Fucking see the Panthers last night? No, actually, I didn't.
I've had people. You went to Whitmer, didn't you? Yeah. Like, oh man, your Panthers are looking good. I'm like, they're not my Panthers. I'm like, when I went there, they weren't my Panthers.
Give a fuck.
Like, I had friends on that football team, and I still wasn't like, yeah, woo, Panthers. I was just like, okay, cool. Glad they did the thing. I don't watch high school football. They show it every week on whatever like Channel 11's Big Board Friday, and I don't care. I mean, listen, I watch it on the news because sometimes there's some crazy good plays. Right. Most of the time it's just me going, wow, their quarterback's like, really short or something more along those.
Look at these little motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like, how's that kid even throw over? And then every once in a while you see that one kid that looks like he's LeBron James out there.
Right, exactly.
Like he's 6'8" playing quarterback in high school.
Held back 14 times.
Yeah. Like, are they testing that kid? Because I think
dude,
he's on
I've never
something.
seen a high school linebacker with a full graying beard. Who is this dude?
Right. He's smashing beers on the sideline in between series. Is that legal?
Basically built like fucking animal from LOD.
Yeah. There's always, you see it too, like you're always like, that's the kid who's going to play college football for sure. All these other kids, they're going to go do whatever they're going to do, but that kid's going to go play football somewhere,
For sure.
There's always that one kid on the field who doesn't look like it looks like someone who got cut from a college team and they just allowed him to play high school for one more year.
Let him play this game as a prank.
Yeah. See that in basketball too, man. I used to love, like, I remember when I was in high school, the tallest kid on our team was actually a friend of mine, and he was, God, what was he, 6'6"? He was the center at 6'6". In college, 6'6" is like your mid-level guys, your forwards kind of thing. And then in the pros, 6'6" is like Michael Jordan was 6'6". He was a shooting guard. That's the, like, towards the shorter end of the list. So it's funny how, but then every once in a while they'll be like, oh, check out this kid playing high school basketball, and he's like 7'3".
Like some sort of cryptoid escaped from its containment unit.
Yeah. And he's so skinny because he hasn't put his man weight on yet. He hasn't really learned how to, fuel his body to be an athlete, so it's like, but at this point, it's like if you go back, if you ever see any footage of like Shaq in high school, it's ridiculous, because Shaq was athletic when he was younger because, he didn't weigh 300 pounds when he was in high school and college, and, just watching him run the floor and stuff, it was like, dude, he shouldn't be able to do that. And it's just like, I felt so bad for anyone that had to play him. Can you imagine, like, you're like, oh, who are we playing? And they're like, oh, we're playing Shaq State tomorrow. And they're like, wait, isn't it? And he's like, whatever. It's like, the ball's going to Shaq every time.
And there's nothing we can do about it.
There's nothing you can do. You try to stop him, you're just gonna get his balls on your head.
Get the old onion dome.
So you might as well just step out. Yeah, you might as well just step out of the way, not be a poster.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh man, I could just, I think on that night I'd be like, oh, coach, I think I pulled my hamstring.
Yeah,
my ovaries.
I just shit my pants.
He's like, we all did. Get back out there. Fine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. I feel so bad for a coach having to try to coach up the kids to think they have any shot in hell. Against the team with, like, a guy is going pro. Like, like this kid, although, like, Shaq played college, but can you imagine, like, in those high school games, some of, like, with LeBron, it's like, this kid's going right to the NBA.
Yeah,
There's
no chance.
Like, yeah, the only chance you have is if he twists his ankle
and
or
even
something.
Then, he's young. He heals fast. He's like Wolverine.
Even then, yeah, he'll be back out in 5 minutes. He just needs a quick sit down and a Gatorade. He'll be back out.
Asian dude did the Mr. Miyagi on his ankle.
Yeah. Guy wasn't even part of the basketball team. It was kind of weird. Yeah. Wait a minute.
Hey, your ankle's so smooth. Let me just yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, my ankle feels great.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he just runs the floor on one foot.
Excruciating pain.
Down there and
ends his career prematurely.
Still puts up, right? But still puts up 40
trying
on
to
the
get
night.
away from Dr. Tickles.
Yep. Well, like I said, still puts up 40, It just crushes you. Like, he was on one leg and you guys still couldn't stop him.
Like, what inspired you to go so hard in this game and score so many points? Well, just creepy old dude in the back that was just rubbing my leg.
Oh, Dr.
you mean
Tickles?
Dr. Tickles?
Yeah.
Dr. Tickles, MD.
Yeah.
Molesting dude.
Yeah, that's probably more accurate.
What a terrible show that would be. Very short-lived.
Yeah.
I don't know why they pitched it to Nickelodeon.
Sure don't want to. Well,
yeah, it's true.
He pitched it to Nickelodeon.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it should be a true crime show.
Oh man.
Ooh,
Woo.
ooh, ooh.
So Post Malone's
Yeah.
terrible, Brian. I know I told you this, but no,
He's
he's
not
fucking
always
terrible.
terrible. Nah, because when him and his buddies did that Nirvana charity thing,
Oh yeah,
it
that's right.
was
You
kind
did
of
tell me
fun.
about that.
Yeah, that was kind of a fun watch.
I
But I
I
I'm
mean,
old, so I don't listen to anything
you're
the
now
kids
an
listen to.
Amazon media consumer. I'm sure you've seen on the big third of a screen
No,
advertisement. No?
mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I don't
They
know.
they got those scrollers, and one of them this all weekend's
Yeah,
been some Post Malone show. And I was just
yeah,
like, I'm sitting, keep scrolling across. I'm sitting on my TV, sitting on my couch,
yeah,
and I'm just like, I know who he is because I've seen him on Hot Ones, I've seen him on
yeah.
things, but I'm like, I couldn't tell you
Right.
what any of his
In the
music is,
Doritos commercial.
So
Yeah,
the other day I was up here doing the thing I hate the most on my computer, paying bills because I love money. I don't like giving it away. But I was
yeah,
paying my
that's fair.
bills, and I had these very same headphones on. And I'm like, let me jam some Post Malone. I went to the Spotify Post Malone page. You
Yeah.
can listen to the most popular shit top to bottom. And I started listening,
Yep.
and fuck, is it bad? Not
Not for
and
you, huh?
then Friday, my buddy Matt at work, he's in his early to mid 20s, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Matt, you're a young guy. Let me ask you a question. I'm like, Post Malone.
Mhm. Do you
Do you
do you
like
like
gladiator
gladiator
movies? You ever
movies?
seen Dr. Tickles
Yeah.
MD? Short-lived series on Nickelodeon.
Right. Do
You want
do you
to?
want to? Yeah.
Because I have the
Right. I
screenplay.
get you. Right.
Nah, but I'm like, Post Malone, what's the deal? I'm like, I think it fucking sucks. And he's like,
Right.
he's got a few good songs, but he's like, most of it's terrible. But he's also like, I don't really listen to rap though. No.
Oh,
So
okay.
if
Well, fair
anyone
enough.
listening has any insight for me, because I think it
Yeah.
sucks, and I like
Right.
rap. I listen to new
Yeah.
rap. Some new rap.
Right.
What
Yeah.
am I missing here?
I don't know. I think it's probably just one of those where, it's just not for you.
I guess.
Kind of like with me and that like Jack Harlow that a lot of people jerk off over. I think his stuff is hot trash. I don't think he's good. And for some reason people
That's
seem to
another
think
guy.
he's
You could
great.
play me
So
any of his music. I would have no idea that it was him.
I can like the only one that I could recognize of his songs is the one that was like his big hit off the first album. It's called What's Poppin'.
Oh.
Only because I used to watch Ridiculousness a ton at night, and they have this thing where they'll show like a snippet of some like up and comer, and they kept playing clips from that video. So it's
All
kind
right.
of
I know
burned
what's
into my head.
popping strictly because of TikTok.
By the way, I appreciate the fact that you said what's popping,
Whatever.
not what's
I'm old as
popping.
fuck.
No, that's why I appreciate it, because you pulled the old move of either you put the in front of something, or you make sure that you, how do I say this without sounding racist, put the hard
fair
G
enough.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I do know that song, but I didn't know that was him. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I only know that because of MTV just, running it over and over and over. There's a few songs that I know of because of that. They're not things I would really listen to otherwise.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. I just attributed it more to, it's newer rap, and, I'm just not into that. But that's not entirely true. There's plenty of other newer rap that I've listened to and been like, this is good.
That's what I'm
I really
saying.
dig
It's not like I'm stuck in my, 90s, 2000s hip hop, which I do enjoy. I do check out the newer stuff. I'm not completely crusty and rotten. Yeah. I know.
Mostly.
You're not wrong. Sometimes I stick to a log when I sit on it. It's okay. But it's just like, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm wondering if anybody has any insight. Please hit me up.
Right.
The Monotony. Look me up on Facebook. I don't care. Hit us up on TikTok. Do something. Let me know.
Well, and the thing is with like Spotify and going by what's the most popular is it isn't like how the radio would have most popular, because that's more of a like, okay, here's the 4 things we're going to promote the shit out of. On Spotify, it's literally like what people are listening to is what pushes it
and
up the
that's why I was
popularity
like,
chart.
let me start
So
at the top and
it
go
could
down.
be deep. Yeah, it could be deep cuts. Whereas, because there's a lot of rap group, that the radio stuff is not even close to the best stuff on the album. Because, the radio stuff's got to have that real catchy hook. It's usually a little more bland, So, sometimes the better stuff is the stuff that doesn't make the radio. But I don't know. I've never taken any time to listen to him.
You're not missing much.
Other than that one, him covering Nirvana. That's the only time I've ever listened to him. I'm sure I've heard some of his stuff. I just couldn't tell you any of it. I couldn't name one song of his.
Right. Yeah.
So
now that I'm, thinking on it, I don't remember any of the titles either. Like a couple of them when they popped up, I'm like, oh, I've heard this before. And it's basically because of TikTok. Because, people play music behind their shit all the time. And you hear a bunch of different stuff. Like, I mean, I just heard yesterday or today, this weekend, the new, like, opening riff to the newest Nickelback song. It's heavy as fuck. It's like, people are like, this is Nickelback?
Wouldn't it be great if Nickelback could put out, like, a real, like, heavy thrash album?
Hilarious.
Dude, to do the opposite of what bands always do, which is, like, before they get big, they put out, like, Sugar Ray, where it's actually, like, a rock album kind of thing, or, a real different. Then they become popular, and it's all just pop music.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it'd be great to hear some other acts do the opposite, where instead they're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just, we've already made some money.
Let's put on
Let's
a fucking grindcore album.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? I mean, everyone's like, all right. I mean, I'd love to see a Nickelback shirt with that, like, crazy death metal font.
Right? That would be the new album cover, just that, basically.
That would be awesome, actually.
This is how you grind me. Can you imagine, like, somebody's at their concert and they're like, all right, we're going to play something from the new album. Everyone's like,
the fuck? And there's just the one guy in the corner like...
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's always the one guy, He's just out of his mind on some drug. Whipping his hair around.
He's got, like, the full death makeup on.
Yeah.
He just wandered into the Ron show and ends up loving it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 venues next door to each
one's
other.
Cannibal Corpse, one's Nickelback. He picked the wrong door.
They're playing some of their old stuff, and he's like, these guys sound different. Oh, well. I went to the Cannibal Corpse concert the other night, man. This Is How You Remind Me is a banger.
Banger, dude.
Like, they're just looking at him like, the fuck? They got a new album coming out or something? Yeah, meanwhile, that's what happens. Yeah, Nickelback's playing Cannibal Corpse, and Cannibal Corpse is playing Nickelback on the same night.
Too, actually.
I mean, I would for sure go. I don't know, who do you pick in that case?
That would be.
You got to go.
That would be a
Nickelback,
concert I would love. And it doesn't have to be Nickelback and Cannibal Corpse. But you take 2 bands, right? And they just play each other's music. Yeah. That'd be fun.
Right. It's even better though if their music's nothing alike. Because, like, if you just say, okay, Metallica and Megadeth, and they switch things for the night, it's
whatever.
like, okay, it's whatever.
But if it's like, if it's Megadeth and 311. Yeah. See Dave Mustaine here singing Down.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That'd be some crazy shit, man. I like this idea, though.
It would be fun.
I'd totally do this. Be a really interesting concert
right? That's what
experience.
I'm saying. It'd just be interesting. Like, I mean, I love weird shit like that.
Because it's not often. Yeah, because it's not often. I mean, you get to go see a band do, they'll do a couple cover songs or whatever, but you don't normally get to see them do like a whole
Right,
night of
right, for
cover
sure.
shit, you know?
Just be interesting.
So, yeah. And that was the coolest part about that when, the summer sanitarium tour when Hetfield wasn't there, was getting to hear basically everybody else sing
Right?
Metallica for the night,
Yeah.
which was kind of cool, even though Metallica was still playing, you know, just didn't have James out
Yeah,
there.
because he was in the burn ward
So,
going, ow, my face.
no, that was when he hurt his back on
Oh,
a jet ski.
the whitest of injuries.
Yeah. I guess he had a pretty wicked wipeout on a
Every
jet ski,
wipe out
and
is on a jet ski.
that kept him
Fucking
from.
wicked. Woo!
I don't see how it can't. 'Cause, unless you're going like 2 miles an hour
Right.
on the thing, if you're really out there
Right.
opening it up, and you fall off of that, and that water's
Dude,
like
I
a
miss
sheet,
jet skiing. It's been a while. Been a while.
I was gonna say, Tony, that's
All right,
stained.
Brian, I need you
Yeah.
to make a choice. Do I go
All right.
alcohol or non-alcohol?
Yes. I mean, you can't let me drink alone
It's my last one in here that's got
with
the
nobody
booze in it.
else.
And as this has been in my fridge for a while, I was
Right.
trying to, honestly, I'm truly trying to
Like
get rid of it.
yours?
Sorry. It's the mango chili one. I just want to get it out of my fridge.
All right. Look at us being
I know, right?
basic as shit. Drinking our spiked lemonade and seltzer or margarita.
Yeah,
That's a margarita, isn't it?
technically. Oh my God.
No, it isn't.
I found out just a couple days ago why people get fucked up when my mom makes margaritas.
Well, because your mom pours
Dude.
strong.
So, Saturday, no, this holiday weekend's fucking me up. Sunday, Michelle's family had a cookout for Labor Day, right?
Yeah.
And they don't really drink, but when we originally got invited, I was like, oh, because the reason my dude at work uses his growler, he puts cocktails in it. So he goes golfing and he brings margaritas with him. And I'm like, that's funny. And I was thinking I'm going to get that growler. Like, maybe I could put margaritas. That'd be fun. Like, Michelle likes margaritas. I like a margarita. Maybe her mom does. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was like, my mom they're driving to South Carolina, or just, my mom's keeping me updated where they're at, like she does. And she just got done texting me. I'm like, oh, hey, Mom, what's your margarita recipe? Because I've made margaritas before when you're squeezing limes, and like I've made the Alton Brown recipe.
Yeah.
My mom makes a tasty margarita. Here's the recipe. I should put it on Recipe Genie, actually.
You should.
So that means I got to buy the stuff to make it. Actually, I just made something yesterday that I'm going to put on there. Grape salad. But
oh darn you.
I know,
right? That margarita.
So it's, the Minute Maid frozen concentrate juices. Okay, so it's a can of their limeade. So dump the can in the pitcher. Then you take the empty can and you fill it up twice with tequila. Twice.
Oh my God! Right.
And then so you dump that in twice, and then for the third time you fill that can up with triple sec. And then that's the recipe.
All right.
So all the liquid is fucking booze.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not shocked by that, because your mom's poured me some drinks before when, a few times I was up at their place, and
like
they
I
were
had
strong.
no idea that's what her margarita recipe was.
That's the weird part, though.
Because I've had them before, and that concentrate will take the edge off of anything.
Yeah.
So it's 3 cans of. I was just like she texted to me. I'm reading. I'm just like, thanks. That's all I can read was. Like, Jesus Christ, Mom.
Oh, she texted? She didn't mail it to you? Yeah, most of the shit I make, I end up, it's somebody else's recipe, so I just print it out quick.
I mean, they taste good.
True.
Not gonna lie.
Right?
God damn. Yeah.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, all right. There you go. Yeah, you're right, though. You totally should.
Yeah.
What you do is like when you do it is like have the last picture just be you on the floor with the
Yeah,
glass
just
on the
bent
floor
over a
too.
toilet.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Do it. Because I haven't really made margaritas though. Like, do you normally kind of water them down with something else, like
Like, I
juice
mean, I
or
guess to be
water?
fair, if
Imagine you
it's
use
been a
water.
while since I made them, but if I remember right, it's like
Okay,
the juice of like 3 or 4 limes. Oh, I don't like that. Just that I'm currently
right.
offline. Okay. Well, Brian still gave me, so whatever. But it's like you juice
Yeah,
some
I'm still here.
limes, and then it is just like triple sec and tequila and ice. So it's just,
Okay.
but when you're looking at the recipe and it's you fill the can twice with tequila,
Oh yeah,
you know, it's so much
sure.
tequila. But I guess if you're making a pitcher of it,
Nah, right, right. But it is interesting though, because there's really, I mean, I guess the concentrate is there to kind of, I don't want to say dilute, but dilute the booze a
maybe.
little bit. But I'm surprised there. I mean, I guess that's where the ice comes in because the ice is probably actually pretty important
Like
in that
I mean, I
scenario.
kind of, you know what? I should just make it just to see what we got going on here. Yeah,
Yeah.
because in my head, I always thought it had, I don't know, water in it of
Yeah,
some
that's what I thought.
aspect.
Well, that's why I thought maybe it used like a juice of some sort because, the juice would have, kind of a water quality to it. Whereas the
Right.
concentrate does because, I mean, it's just frozen, but still, you're right. It's like when you think about it, you're just like, dude, there's nothing in there to keep it from being like
Yeah,
punch you in
pure
the face
booze.
strong. Yeah,
So
we love
Cheeto
it.
checked in briefly. Yeah, said
All
have a
right.
good holiday weekend later, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. I'll allow it.
You know how like a couple weeks ago, Brian, I was talking about how I wanted to do my Twitch stream with that um, car mechanic simulator or just a simulator in general,
Yes.
lawnmower, whatever, just
Yeah.
because it seems silly to me that they're making it.
All of them. Yeah.
Brian, they're coming out. It's already on Steam, but it's going to be released for PlayStation at the end of the month. It's a
I didn't. Okay, go ahead.
It's yeah, it's gonna be released for PlayStation later this month. That I think I'm definitely gonna buy. So it's gonna be one of these,
Shut up and take my money.
right? Well,
Yep.
I'm trying to open up a link so I can pull it up on the show here.
Jeez. All right.
It's called Brewmaster. It's a beer brewing simulator game, and I'm for sure gonna be diving in on this shit.
Well, you have to because that hits both of your themes for your Twitch
it does,
channel.
and it's like it looks like you can you can name your beers, you can design the labels. It seemed, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
for
was
sure.
like, okay, I'm gonna. I didn't know about it until I was checking in a beer. Feeling pretty good over the weekend. I think I was mowing grass because drinking beer is mowing grass.
Yeah.
And I checked in a beer, and it was a pop up thing from Untapped. That was like, check out the Beer Master game, and I'm like, what? What is this? And then of course I went down that rabbit hole. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, I think this. I mean, I don't know how fun it's gonna be per se, but I might enjoy it.
Yeah, because if it's real, like really realistic, then it seems like it wouldn't be necessarily the most exciting game.
That's why I'm
But
kind of
who
curious
knows?
but they do that with all these simulators. It's like
Yeah.
oh well, there's ice trucker simulator, and it's like that sounds boring as fuck. But then you read reviews, people are like, this game's amazing. I love this game. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get most of the simulators. Like I get like Goat Simulator and stuff is fun because
Yes,
it's
that
ridiculous.
makes sense to me too.
But like most of the simulators to where it's like, like you said, like the farm simulator, it's like you can't really fuck around in it. It's really do the tasks and
Yeah,
keep
believe me, I
doing
tried
the
to fuck
tasks.
around in it. I tried to jump my tractor off a
Yeah.
cliff. It didn't
Meanwhile,
work.
right. Meanwhile, what I want is like, a farming simulator inside of like Grand Theft Auto. That's what I want, so that I can drive a thresher through
I mean, give
the
them
streets or
time
whatever.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite things in Grand Theft Auto is when I'm driving around, I'm always looking at the vehicles to see if there's some random shit I can steal and do dumb
Hell to
shit
the
with.
yeah.
You know? Yep. I drove a forklift across half the map one time just for shits. Took forever. Oh yeah, forever ever. Oh, there's no pictures or anything, but all right. Yeah, apparently. Oh, why does that say? Oh, because I don't think it's an American website. The date on this says 10/6/2022, and I'm like, huh? Like I think it's from June,
Gotcha.
like June 10th, but it's done. In America we're used to putting our. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is from London. It says June 10th on there. Okay. Got me all confused. Oh, actually, here's the link from Untapped.
There you go.
So I'll have a link, show notes that talks about the
I don't
game
know
or
why
whatever.
it seems. Well,
So.
I do know why it seems fascinating to me because I like beer and I'm with you. The simulation games are. I'm always like, what? They've got a game of that?
Yep.
It's just...
Yeah, because exciting is squirrel with a gun.
You're right. I mean, you're not wrong at all.
Maybe. Yeah.
Squirrel with a gun is just incredible.
I'm curious afterwards, like, what do you do, like, once you've made it? Like, is there, like, a testing panel
From
or,
the stuff that I read about it, it seems like...
I'm very curious.
Like you can enter your stuff into competitions and, you can build up a brewery kind of thing. And, yeah, it's like it's all like all those dopey ass fucking simulator games. That was the thing with I started playing that auto mechanic simulator.
Right.
It's just like I bet you with the lawnmower simulator, it's like, oh, you can open up your own landscaping business or what that's another one I'm gonna play is lawnmower simulator. Because I always hear online people are like, oh, it's so relaxing, it's fun to play. It's like, how?
I feel like any of them that are in the PlayStation Plus games, you should for sure play.
Those two are for sure.
I wouldn't spend money. Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't necessarily spend money on other ones. Well, maybe like Stray, because I've heard Stray's a lot of fun.
PlayStation Plus. I can play that. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. I don't have that level, so I don't really look at what's in there.
It's pretty cool.
So.
Pretty cool. I was
like
watching
to.
Leah and Michelle playing Stray. It does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I'm dying.
I just want to start a gang in it.
Hell yeah. Sick ass cat gang.
Gang cats. We go around, find other cat gangs, snap our fingers and dance at them.
Buttholes.
Yeah. Oh no, the buttholes are real.
That's fun. That's even more. That's how immersive.
Yeah, they're photorealistic, and you see them a lot because it's a cat game. Right. Like cats don't love anything more than showing their assholes
in
onto
general.
things. Yeah.
You know how many times posed on their big ass downward dog stretch?
Here's my ass. Like, great. Can you put it somewhere else?
That's the worst. Especially when you hear
it's pretty awful.
It's like, God damn it.
Well, they don't have butt cheeks. Wow, everything's getting real choppy. I can't even hear you right now.
That's amazing.
There we go. Awesome. Now I can. Jesus, I don't know what is going on tonight.
The internet hates us. It's Labor Day. It's not working either.
Shit, I didn't think about that. You're right. The internet's just trying to have a cookout.
I mean, I really wish I would have cooked something on the smoker. It's okay. It's all right. Yeah.
Wow.
I really wish I would have cooked something on the smoker this week. Oh, Brian just froze. Oh, geez. Things are going sideways, gang. I wonder if it's my internet. I'm going to keep talking while Brian's frozen over here. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, though. Let's see what's on Reddit, guys. Let's see here. Go to reddit.com. Oops, wrong window. Wrong window. Oh, yeah. Brian's for sure frozen. God damn it, Stuart. I think we lost him, boys. I think we lost him. I'm actually going to go to TikTok. We'll watch some TikToks. I hate the fact, I don't know if anyone's ever logged into TikTok with their desktop. You have to like scan a QR code to verify. They just don't, you can't just keep my password. I mean, really? Oh, Brian's dead. God damn it. Oh, he's calling me back. All right, here we go. Here we go. Brian, you there?
Yep.
I've been over here entertaining the YouTubes.
Oh no, I could hear you the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I never stopped recording because I was just answering
That's
you.
hilarious because you just froze. I was about ready
Yeah.
to start pulling up TikTok, just watching TikToks.
Yeah, because I heard you talking about how you have to scan the
Yeah,
QR
it's horrible.
code.
It's stupid. All right, good. We don't have to
It
do
is
that
stupid.
now. I was
Yeah. Well, it's like every once in a while somebody will send me a TikTok, like a link to a TikTok, and it'll be like, you have to sign in to view that. And I'm like, no. like
join
like
us.
I'm not even No.
Join us.
No, I'm good. I got enough social media I hate.
That's the thing, though. I don't hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not yet.
I guess the real, I was gonna say the real key for me would be to really pay attention to how I'm training the algorithm.
Oh, yeah?
You know, because you know how it is. Like, because like with Twitter, by the time they introduce the algorithm and stuff, you're already kind of so set in your ways that if you keep doing things that way, the algorithm will be like, "Oh, you want this," and you'll be like, "No, I actually don't." Like I saw someone posted was a tweet the other night that was like, Amazon, I only wanted to buy the toilet seat once. You know, like, please stop sending me, more and more and more things for toilet seats.
I mean, that's pretty funny, though.
But it's accurate, right? Like when you buy one thing, they do like, "Hey, Bubba," it's like, I don't want more of this. I just, it's a once in a while product, not an all the time product.
Those audio cables I had to buy so we could use those lapel mics in my iPhone. Ever since I bought those, I've been getting targeted ads for like music shit. And Amazon sells an electric kazoo. And it's got like the was that I can't remember what the diameter. What doesn't matter. It's got the big fat plug on that would go into the soundboard, and I was like, oh, I should buy that for the podcast. Oh, the quarter inch. It's got the big quarter inch plug on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know it. All right.
Yeah, and I was like,
because it's like,
do we need an electric kazoo? Maybe that could be the Tangent theme. Just me be like,
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, you buy, like, if you were a person who needed to constantly consume toilet seats? I mean, maybe if you had a business or something.
Toilet seats.
But like to where you need. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're blowing through toilet seats, like on the, left and right.
Just keep cracking them under my butt girth.
Like, criminy, what are you doing? Dropping your ass from like 10 feet onto it?
Fucking, what was it, the Rikishi drop? What was it? What did that dude do?
Oh, it wasn't Rikishi as much. It was Yokozuna did
there
the
it is,
bonsai drop.
Bonsai dropping right on that bowl.
Yeah. Because otherwise, it's like, yo, you shouldn't need a toilet seat that often.
That's what you think.
I guess, yeah. Amazon thinks differently.
Exactly.
Like, are you sure you don't need backups? Like, yeah, I'm sure. I've only bought one in the last, 10 years.
Matter. That one's got shit stains on it.
At any time, it could break.
This one's clean and has LED lights.
But if I need another one, you ship things in like a day or two. I'll just get another one.
You need the LED toilet seat.
You know what?
God damn, Amazon, you're right.
I better get an extra one too. They may quit making these. Oh, dude, speaking of
LED toilet seats,
we're watching.
Oh
no, it's LED related, but. So we're watching, I don't know what, yesterday, and they have this commercial for this thing that's supposed to, it looks like a puck,
okay,
right? It's got like a rubber outside to it, and it's got LED lights that flash around, and it's supposed to be a replacement for flares, because flares are dangerous. I've seen this, right?
I've seen this on a YouTube video. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm watching the commercial, and I'm like, as long as the batteries last and are replaceable, it's not a terrible idea, um and whatever. And then at the very end of the commercial, it's like, order now because we're going to halt production on these because we can't get the parts anymore. And it's like, okay,
What?
like, I feel like you're probably lying and either have a million of them in the like a warehouse that you can't sell, so you're trying to create false urgency here, or your product is actually shit and you haven't been selling very many, so you're going out of business
Right.
basically.
Wow.
Like, is it possible that they can't get the parts that they need? Sure, but come on, really?
I mean, it's a cool idea. It would. I mean, it would be nice instead of like having flares in your car, just have little LED pucks. But wouldn't it need
Right.
the event at the time you need them? You pop it, and it's like the batteries are dead.
So that's my thing. And your odds are not going to have extra batteries for the thing laying around. And even if you do, are the batteries going to
Right.
not be dead? So it's like, that's the only problem with, using something battery powered. Whereas a flare should
Yeah, you just then you like wave in the air to get the T-Rex's attention. Yeah.
Yeah. But according to the commercial, of course, they're extremely dangerous,
Whatever, dude. You remember?
Okay,
You
here
know
we
what's
go.
extremely dangerous? Those pucks they use in Die Hard. You remember those? Those things are the
Yes.
shit.
All right, I think I found them. I think they're called Slim K LED. Yeah, and they use 9 AAA batteries. That can't be right.
9?
Oh, I see. Never mind. It's each one uses 3.
Oh, okay. Speaking of Amazon.
There's these other ones called Lizard Flare that are green. Maybe those are it, because the ones I saw were green. These are orange. So
look at these fucking sick ass things.
Yeah, those look more correct.
Amazon Choice Slim K's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cool idea, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's got a flashlight on the other side. It has a magnet on it so it can stick to your car. It has a hook on it so, like, if you're working on the, under your hood, it's like seemingly a smart product.
Yeah.
Again, if you got to, at least with the AAA batteries, you could keep those around. Like, the first review on here says takes batteries. And someone said, I assume this is a USB charging item, which why would you think it's a USB charging item? That doesn't make sense either.
No, batteries would make more sense because then it's just sitting there ready to go.
Yeah. But 3 AAA batteries that's quite a few. But it says that the LEDs are super bright and, it makes a ton of claims, of course.
Of course.
So I'll have a link to the Amazon ones in here. Unless
pretty good reviews, but I'm on the Amazon. Yeah. I'm going to scroll down. I got to check out some of these reviews, Brian.
Right. Are you looking at the Slim K or the Lizard? Okay, I was looking at the Lizard Flare. That's why I was curious.
Are these orange or white? They're orange. Come on now. Magnets work very well. Best test at home. Okay.
Magnets? How do they even work?
Flare. Magnets are not very strong. Damn ICP. A must-have for anyone that drives. Okay. All right there, bud. We're going to go to the 1 stars. Let's see what we got here. No batteries.
Yeah, they don't come with the batteries. You have to buy them externally.
No batteries. What a crock. All right, bud. All 3 were dead on arrival. Did you read the no batteries? It just didn't work. None were false. All right. Batteries not included.
Well, I do appreciate that everybody posts that, because then don't expect them to have batteries.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see. I'm on their official website, so I actually have the link to their website here, but I don't see anything that says like hurry and order now because we're going out of business, basically.
We fucked.
I wonder if that's. Well, no, it was just the commercial was really trying to make it like, hey, you better hurry and get it now because, we're going to run out.
Best LED road flares. Huh.
The best part is, so they're $10 a piece, and in their on their website, it says use 6 for like optimal or for maximum safety.
I mean, like I said, cool idea. But at the same time.
But they don't like you generally what's weird though to me is like because of the limited whatever, you were only able to buy 2 car packs, which I'm assuming a car pack is probably like 6, since that's what they
I mean, they
recommend
sell
or
them in
whatever.
3s on Amazon, so I bet you a car pack's 3.
Oh, no, yeah, one vehicle safety pack is 6 and you get them for $8.99 each then. So, that's still $54.
Right.
So, but at least they don't charge you shipping. They do have free shipping on them, which is shocking. Most products like this would charge you, another $10 in shipping per piece.
I mean, the way these things are colored, these would be cool to put along my sidewalk for Halloween. Cool as fuck.
But it's funny on their website. It's like this offer not available on Amazon. Meanwhile, right here on Amazon, a 6-pack of lizard flares is $58. So it's a few more
right
bucks
there, actually.
Yeah, it's the same pack. So
like y'all are lying. Oh my god, this one, LED safety flare kit from Traffic Safety Zone. Let me go back to my browser thing here. Is a pack of 6 for $150. What the fuck?
My.
Shut the hell up, Amazon. Jesus. Oh, it's a savings because it used to be $160.
Oh, wow. What savings?
Includes 6 rechargeable red flares, a charging case. That's cool. And an emergency flare used for roadside incidents. So does it have a... No, it's just... Okay.
Now, here's something I'll say. If these had... like how AirPods, how you can put them in the case and they charge off the case, then you charge the case. If those work that way, that would be very cool versus having to have 3 batteries for each one of these things.
I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. It says
to have battery backups. Otherwise, think about how many batteries you got to buy just to sit in your car. That's a lot.
I mean, it says that this thing I was talking about as the LED road flare kit includes a case for car charging and storage of 6 rechargeable flares with a USB wall charger. So I don't know if that means that. I mean, there's a bunch of cables. Do you just plug trying to see some images here?
Maybe you plug each one in individually to the case.
Yeah, maybe.
But still, that seems like a better idea than having to use batteries.
And this is the one thing I didn't understand. Is, okay, the features. Like, whatever, visible up to a half mile, up to a mile on water. That's cool. So it says it floats. But then it's waterproof to a depth of 33 feet. If it floats, why does it need to be 33-foot submersible?
Just in case you can take it with you.
Dive underwater, look all cool. Get that sick-ass party lights in the bottom of your pool. Just like magnetically hook it to something, just drop it in your pool. I mean, that's actually a cool idea.
Put them in your pockets of your swim trunks.
Look at this glowing dark dick.
Oh my! Well, that's what the hook is for. So you just hook it right on there,
right on the old Prince Albert.
Right. Yikes. Well, that's what the magnet's for.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. Huh. Right, I'm learning all kinds of stuff today, Brian. Isn't that fun? Yeah.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here. We
spreading
all the
knowledge.
Information.
Yes.
That's
brain gonorrhea. That's a salty language podcast.
Yeah, probably. All right, I was looking to see. I don't really have anything else for this week. Like, I don't have any stories. All right, well, I guess let's move over to the Q of the W.
Be disappointing.
I mean, that's the tagline for the show.
True. But Facebook, we had nothing.
Especially this case.
And I mean,
all right.
I'm just gonna go.
You make me sad.
If anyone could hear that.
Yeah.
On Instagram, though, Steve Zero, he's become a regular on Instagram, by the way, for answering our shit. He says, our question was, what product will always seem scammy to you? Sorry.
Yeah.
He says bottled water. That's just water.
Oh,
but you pay someone for planet fucking plastic? I mean, I'm assuming it means putting it in plastic, but I don't know. Goddamn, get a hose, which hose water is the finest of waters.
It sure isn't, but
That'll be my bottled water company, hose water.
hose water.
But
yeah.
that's all we got. At least on my end of shit.
What? Let me see. I've got nothing. No Cheeto answer. Unless I accidentally deleted it, which is always possible, but
I mean,
I don't think I did. But Cheeto's not in the chat anymore, so I can't ask him. So
stop playing. I'm so sad. Stop.
I could hear some
God
of that.
Damn it.
But no. The one like it's real hit or
It's
miss.
so loud on my end.
Like I should be able to hear it just
like,
like if you were playing it through your
hold on.
speakers. All right.
Let me just pull my headphones off and I'm going to play it.
All right. I mean, I can hear it. Yeah. It's low, but I can hear it.
Oh, I can't hear anything. Oh, God,
What?
it's so loud. Could you hear it through my headphones better?
I could hear something.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucking Nook. Fuck you, Nook. Oh, it's called a Nook. Tom Nook. It all connected.
That's right.
That raccoon's in my house
He
again.
loves you. Well, it's because you haven't been taking care of your
boy. I
island,
don't
so
even-
he's got to get his.
I think full-blown cannibalism is why I broke out on my island.
Well, he's got to get his money however he
I know,
can.
it's fucking
You know.
smacking around that little kitten or whatever.
Yeah.
Tom Nook gets paid.
So true. In the next version of that game, they really ought to put another person, to have like competitive rates or whatever and let people
I agree.
choose. Put some competition in there or an alternate way you can make them, to make the money to
They
compete with
should
Tom
bring in
Nook.
a big fat mallard duck, and it's basically Tony Soprano.
I like it. He's very violent. Like he's very aggressive with you paying him back.
Very aggressive.
Like you have a lot less time. He breaks your knees if you don't, breaks one at a time, basically.
Business.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You didn't need both those knees. I watched that one kid drop 40 the one night on one leg. Like shit, you were there?
Holy shit.
Yep. So, all right. Well, for this week, I have 10 for you to choose from.
I'll take all of them.
All right.
No,
What?
let's go up 4.
Oh, all right. All right. The fingers on your offhand become drink taps. What 5 beverages do you choose to have on tap?
Oh, shit, son. Wow.
Because, I mean, the easy answer would be 5 different types of beers. But I don't think that's
not
the right answer.
Not at all.
Because you got to have
All
situations.
right, so I'm going to have delicious
Delicious.
Black cans liquid death, sparkling water.
Okay.
Because it's always good to
That
have
makes
like
sense.
soda water on tap.
Right. And, hand water will taste so much better than, shit, I can't think now. Hose water.
I mean, I guess. Hose water is a delicacy, let's be honest.
No, it isn't.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna have
What RH have cancer? Have cancer.
yeah, one of them's gonna be liquid death. Because I do like sparkling water, and you can add a little flavor to it then. Or some fruit in there, whatever.
Yeah.
Pour it in a cocktail if you need some club soda.
No, you just you just like stick your finger through a strawberry or
Yeah.
into a strawberry and just filter it through.
Infusions.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we got that.
Be very-
We're going to have probably my all-time favorite hazy IPA, M43. Because it's
Okay,
just a delicious
makes
treat.
sense. Right.
Nitro cold brew coffee.
Oh yeah, of course you'd have a
for
coffee.
sure.
In there. Yeah.
For sure. Because also
Mhm.
delicious treat.
Right.
I think we're going to go Woodford Double Oak. Woodford Reserve Double Oak.
Okay. Yeah.
because you always need some bourbon on hand. That's one I enjoy all the time, basically. Now, what
Yeah.
would the last one be? Hmm.
I mean, you think about it, you've got a couple of
Mhm.
alcohols, got your coffee. Are you going to pick something that's just a
Like, I'm not really a juice guy.
right? And you're not
I'm
really
not a
a sody
soda
pop
guy.
guy. Yeah.
The Last Tap. Which
Yep.
that sounds like it could be a name of a
Windex.
show.
Right. The last tap, it
Tap.
really does. Yeah.
Um.
Oh my God. It's like Quantum Leap, but you leap from brewery to brewery.
Oh, we don't need to go back into Quantum Leap talk.
Don't we? All right.
Oh God. Oh, you know what? I know what the Last Tap's gonna be. It's like my new
right.
favorite condiment. I got I gotta buy a new bottle of it because I already banged through it.
All right.
Japanese barbecue sauce.
Oh, like gochujang?
Well, no, it's this.
No.
I found it at Fresh Time, and it's
Uh-huh.
like super liquidy. It's not like thick, and it's
okay.
fucking amazing. Like
Okay.
it's a big bottle. We bang through it. It's so
Right.
good. So the last one's gonna be Japanese barbecue sauce. I don't remember the
Man,
brand,
better-
or else I'd pull up a link. So
Got to for sure make sure that you're not using that hand when you throw a piss.
it's not that spicy though.
Yeah, but it'll still burn
That's
like
true.
fire.
That's true. That's soy. That's soy sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got water, coffee, a tasty beer, a bourbon, and a condiment. I think that's good.
Wow. That's an interesting mix. So yeah, I'm with you on the Woodford. I'd probably have Coke because once in a while I like a whiskey and Coke, but also
Fountain Coke's the best.
Yeah, I just like fountain Coke.
Is it is it Fountain Coke or is it McDonald's Fountain Coke?
McDonald's. You're right. Yeah, McDonald's Coke for sure.
That's because there is a difference.
For sure. Good God, man, I could make my own money that way. Like, hey, I got some McDonald's
bitch,
Coke.
You want to suck
All
my
you gotta
finger?
do is- Oh my!
Like, what? And then you just shoot a little Coke on the ground. You're like, oh, all right.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Hey, baby, you want to snort some Coke out of my finger?
Dude, I've just been pouring out my Woodford Reserve pinky, just filling bottles.
Yeah. Right.
Like, who wants Woodford Reserve? Do like $10.
Right. Well, it makes you wonder, right? Like, if these liquids come out of you, like, how do you replenish what goes into making them? Like, do you have to keep yourself hydrated? I mean, that's what can you just drink from your water finger?
I hope so.
That'd be kind of weird. But all right. Yeah. Man, what beer would I pick? Because for sure one of them's got to be a beer.
See, I went with M43 because that's a beer. Granted, it's a high ABV and it'll fuck you up, but that is legitimately a beer I could drink like all the time.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's the thing. As much as I'd love, there's beers I'd love to pick, but they're like, those are beers that would fuck you up so fast that I'd have to go with something probably more like, an all day or something like that. So yeah, something like like an all day or like you picked something more like that, so you could drink it and probably hopefully never get tired of it. That would suck if you did. And can you get a finger transplant later?
Yeah, like I gotta switch out this keg.
Yeah. Just pull your finger off. People are just like, what the hell? Yeah, water. Water's a good one, but I just feel like water's everywhere, so I don't know that I need water unless there's
sparkling water.
Right. Yeah, I can't think of a specific water that I'm like, this is the only water to drink. Unless you think of it from the same one that you think of like your Woodford pinky, which would be, to pick a water that's expensive.
I mean, like
like Fiji. I was gonna say like Fiji or something, and just be like, hey, I got Fiji water right here,
or whatever. Evian.
Yeah. Some sort of a premium water. The condiment idea is an interesting one, but I can't think of a condiment that I'm like, dude, like If it was for me, it'd probably end up being like that ginger. Was it ginger soy sauce or
All
whatever?
right.
You know, because I've made that quite a few times, and oh my god, I love that shit. I can't think of anything. I don't know
My
what
mom's
other.
margarita.
Oh
Get
boy,
fucked up.
talk about something you can make some money off of. Yeah, Long Island iced tea out of
Hell
the
yeah,
other
be
one.
hit at a party. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
that way when you want to get fucked up, all you got to do is
What a
suck on your finger.
superpower that would be.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with Long Island's because I think just sometimes you just want to get fucked up.
Man, I'll tell you what, dude. That's one of those drinks I can't drink it. I had that one bad evening of Long Island's. I've never had one since.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've had a few bad evenings on
Dude,
Long
I
Island.
mean, it was bad. Like, I remember rolling across my living room, drinking it, and just spilling it everywhere. And I, like, took the garbage out of my underwear and shit. It was a horrible situation.
Oh, that's pretty
Dude,
normal, though.
It was bad news. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
fair.
when I was living on Daytona. I got fucked up.
Yeah. I think there's the only things I cannot drink because of, you know, like bad nights or getting sick off of our fire and ice, which I would drink anyway. Yeah, that was a bad idea that night. That was just because it was there and it was liquor. And tequila. Because every time I drink more than like one shot of tequila, all I taste is, oh boy, I'm gonna get sick.
Right.
You know, my body does not
so that's
like.
The thing is everyone
maybe they're not
that, but everyone's always telling me like, oh man, you got to get good tequila, and I think I've always drank shitty tequila.
Yeah.
I got an idea, Brian. Got an idea if you're down for it. What we should do is someday you and I, we should take our happy asses over to Condado, get some banging ass nachos, and just do like a tequila shot.
Yeah. You just be like, hey, what's a moderately priced better tequila? Like I've drank is just
drank
garbage.
Nothing but shit.
Yeah, like don't give me no like $200 pour of
I know
tequila,
they have that
but
there. They got some expensive ass tequila there.
That's why I said I need something moderately priced, like not bottom shelf, probably not the shelf up from that, but maybe like one more shelf.
I'm sorry, when I say shot, I mean like a sipper, because I don't want a shot.
Yeah,
I want something I can sip on and enjoy.
Right.
So if you are down for that challenge,
one of these times we could do that, because I don't know anybody who drinks good tequila.
I mean, my boss,
everybody I know that drinks.
Although next week's his last week before he retires. I'm actually supposed to buy him a bottle. I got to talk to my coworkers. Well, just still in to split it with me.
Just pour a little of that out for us.
He'll never know.
Just tell him that's the devil's cut or whatever.
Yes. Yeah, all right. That'd be fun. That's a fun question.
Yeah. All right.
So
again, it was I lost my. The fingers on your offhand become drink taps. What 5 beverages do you choose to have on tap?
Fucking let us know.
I mean, it would be kind of convenient to have something like if you use mustard all the time, you know, or whatever. So, like you said with the condiment, that would be kind of convenient to where you just finger guns, but it's just mustard or something.
That Japanese barbecue sauce is so legit. And I really wish I could remember the brand, because when I go to buy it again, I know what the bottle looks like, you know?
Yeah,
but it is so good.
You're just gonna be. I'm gonna come over. You're just gonna be drinking it from the bottle.
You have no idea how many like chicken skewers we've made, and I'm just like, oh god, it's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Makes sense. Fair enough. All right. Well, there you go. That's the show for the week.
Huh?
And yep. As always, we invite you to head on over to saltylanguage.com and check out all the past episodes and everything that's over there. You can find the link to the network we're part of.
Which is I don't have my electric kazoo. You're not going to hear the sound effect. Tangibound.
No.
Motherfucker. Watch something.
That should just be it right there. The Tangibound Network, which can be found at tangiboundnetwork.com. So please go check out the shows there.
We put that on our plugs page. Now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a network or planning on starting a program, hit them up and see about joining us.
Also, if you're looking for a heterosexual life mate, check out Mark.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, you
did.
may have to fist fight Tony all oiled up
That's
for him,
true.
but as
That's
is
what happens in
tradition.
the pits.
Yep. Or what was that wrestling we talked about the one time where the guys basically stick their hands down each other's pants?
Oh
and,
yeah, what the fuck was
like,
that? I don't. Yeah, they're all like
remember.
greased up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like first one to climax loses. I think.
Yeah,
Something like that.
that.
Whatever.
I
There's
don't
weird
know.
rules.
Very weird. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. If you want to reach out to us on social media, you can find us on Twitter at @salty_language. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at
You can find
Stunami.
me on Instagram at The Monotony. And you can also find me on Twitch TV on Twitch at Twitch TV/AllTheBeersPod. Which, hey, end of September's coming around. I'm gonna be doing some goddamn Brewmaster Simulator. I really should be doing more, but I sit down and start playing PlayStation, and I'm go, oh, I gotta hook up all this shit. Nah, fuck, I'm just gonna play PlayStation.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Is it's like you need that like dedicated.
Yeah, I need like a day
like
to
a
do
lot
it.
of people have.
But it's not that always that easy for this guy.
Sure it is. Just got to stop going to work.
There you go.
Block out it. Pick a day and just block it
out.
out. Just grow your Twitch brand enough to where you can quit working.
That would be amazing.
Right.
Probably not going to happen though. Let's be real.
Not though. Yeah.
Check us out on Patreon, please. Salty Language. Support the show. We put bonus content up there. I mean, if you love us and you love the show, help us out. Maybe, and I really do think we should do special podcasts, maybe just for the Patreon people. Just maybe drive more traffic to it. I don't know. Also, check out Brian's other gig, The Crazy Life.
Yeah. Where me and Heno and Jen talk about mental health and recovery and just kind of our journeys through the things we've been dealing with. If that sounds good to you, check us out, The Crazy Life Pods. Same place you get whatever, this show or other podcasts at. We're pretty much on all the things, I believe.
Same pod channel, same pod time.
Yep.
Just whenever you want, because it's a podcast.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Pretty cool. And if you are watching this on YouTube, or if you have any interest in watching it on YouTube, if you want to see our big dumb faces, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, bump up that algorithm. Help a brother out over here.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And of course, tell your friends and share with them and such also. We'd greatly appreciate it. And yeah. All right. I think that's all those things, right?
Show.
All right. Well, until next week, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Stay salty. Do you have a second fortune?
No, but I feel like this week we're going to switch it up.
Oh, really?
Because I
Labor
mentioned to you
Day?
last week an idea that I had. And I think what we're going to do is, since we're called Salty Language, is at the end of the show, we're going to give you a curse word that maybe you're not familiar with, or maybe you are. We don't know. But, I'm going to start kind of with like some obscure ones or old ones. And this one I loved.
Nugget.
And it's
It's my favorite.
We'll get to that one eventually. No. This one is beard splitter.
Beard splitter?
And apparently
that sounds like a handy
beard
tool.
Splitter. Right? Well, funny you say that, because it's a Victorian word for penis. So it is kind of a handy tool. Huh.
Yeah, fucking we got a few cocktails in her. I hit her with the old beard splitter.
Right? Well, you think about in those times, I mean, there was probably a lot going on downstairs. There was a lot of third beard.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably like kneecaps to fucking navel.
Yeah. So, basically like the 70s.
Yeah, for sure. If y'all subscribed, none of you subscribed. If you've looked at 70s Playboy.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you never know. There might be somebody listening who subscribes.
True. Is old man Ken here? Is he listening?
No, it's got to be someone older than us, because we were for sure too young to be subscribing.
I think
to
old
70s.
man Ken's pornography was shot when they put gunpowder on a stick. And it was like,
I was going to say shot. You mean drawn on the side of a cave.
Yes, exactly. Hot nude stick women chasing buffalo.
Dude, nice. Mint.
Hot nude stick women in your area want to contact you.
Oh, do
really?
they?
Ooh.
Mhm. Yep. So there you go. Your word again for this week, beard
That's a good
splitter.
one.
So
That should be a koozie.
yeah, it
Yeah.
should, right? Hit him with the old beard
Hit her with
splitter.
the beard splitter. I mean, it sounds like a wrestling
It's a
move.
great name too. It also sounds like what somebody would name their sword. So it makes
That's
a ton
true.
of sense. You know.
It's
So,
not.
yeah.
That's not what
So
I'm
there you go.
calling my dick.
Yeah, I think
Beard
that's
splitter.
like everybody's doing it, right? Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like some sort of heirloom handed down generation to generation.
Right? Yeah.
Quick, the
Old beard
dragon's
splitter.
attacking. Grab beard splitter.
Shh. Excuse me while I whip this
Right.
out.
Wow, that's fun stuff right there.
The dragon's like,
Like,
whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing
is
with
this,
that
a
thing?
YMCA gym? Get out of here, you.
Like, that is not how we do things here.
Slut dragon. Sorry, I was just watching Rick and Morty the other day.
Yeah. No, it's the slut dragon also sounds like something from like that I would name something in a role playing
Yes,
game.
like it'd be a good name for a tavern.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
the
slut,
slut
dragon.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. All
Wow.
right. Well, there's your word for the
You know
week.
what's hilarious, Brian?
Your salty language for the
And
week. If
no
you
one's
what?
going to know about it except for, well, Michelle will know because she listens to the podcast. But we're starting a new campaign in D&D, and I'm playing a fighter using a two-handed sword. And that sword is going to be called the Beard Splitter.
I like it. I like it. Especially with it being two-handed.
Exactly.
Chef's kiss.
Exactly.
All right. We're